Teenagers from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, united by the same passion here in the Bronx. These immigrants fled violence and poverty back home and made a risky trip to the US on their own in search of a better life. Their coach had a similar journey when he was their age, and in 2014, when a record 70,000 unaccompanied minors entered the country, he created this football team to help them integrate into society.
With soccer, you only focus on the soccer ball. You're going after a soccer ball, and that's all you have to do. You're not thinking about your immigration case. You're not thinking about people who want to harm you back home. You're not thinking about that the judge may deport you.
Originally from Honduras, Teofilo was one of the first to join the team. His mother died when he was 2, and his grandmother raised him, but when she passed away, he was left to care for himself. At just 14 years old, he swam across the Rio Grande, and after being held in a detention center, joined his aunt and uncle in New York.
I was new, I didn't know anyone, I didn't know anything, because in Honduras there were no trains, nothing like the transport system here, and so with the team I learned all these things.
When they arrive in the US, undocumented children like Teofilo are immediately put in deportation proceedings. But the government doesn't give them a lawyer, no matter how young they are or whether they speak English. Jody represents Teofilo pro bono and supervises about 700 other similar cases. She says things have taken a dramatic turn since the election of Donald Trump, whose agenda seeks to deport millions.
I am very worried for those kids. I'm worried for those kids. I'm worried for their families. I'm worried for their communities. Absolutely. And they are worried. Yeah, we get calls. In the last 2 weeks, we've gotten one call every single day from an immigrant who immigration has visited their house.
President Trump has blamed the influx of immigrant teenagers for gang violence in the US, yet many of them say it is the same gangs that forced them to flee in the first place. As for Teofilo, he's now in the final stages of receiving a green card. He'll be graduating from high school next year and free to go to college, enter the workforce, or perhaps chase his one true dream.